2024 African Paracycling Track and Road Championship held in the Egyptian capital of Cairo. Tijani Indamola Abdullahi, who is a cyclist with his pilot in Ajibade Quadri, well, they've won 1 gold, a silver medal, and 2 bronze medals. Well, this event took place last month from the 26th of June up till the 29th. And yes, both athletes participated in the sprint gold, the individual pursuit trials, and the 1 kilometer trial. Well, the director of media and communications, Tunde Ajibike, said 7 African countries have participated actively, and yes, a host nation Egypt, Morocco, Kenya, Tunisia, Mauritius, West African country Ghana, and Nigeria. Yes, competed the participants. Well, this tournament was also qualification for the Paralympic Games and the UCI World Championship that will be taking place in Denmark later in the month of September. And moving away from that quickly, still in the pace at the state. Well, 3 boxes, 1 or 3 gold medals. Well, I just concluded a Lagos Boxing Hall of Fame tournament. Well, hosted by the Global Association of Mixed Martial Arts, also known as GAMA, at the landmark hall at the Center of Excellence. Just last month also, well, Odebode Okpayemi, Abib Kazim, Tafikat Adepoju, yes, won the top prize at different categories. Well, the 4th athlete are from Team Oyo, Ramoni Folari, sustained an injury. Well, that was the main reason why we're sure we didn't end up by picking the medal of any color at that event. All the Oyo State Youth Sport and Youth Commissioner, yes, Honorable Wasilat Adegoke, has since commended the athletes yes, for their outstanding and unique performances, urging them not to rest on their oars. Yes, congratulations to these athletes. Congratulations to Oyo State. Well, I remember I told you Daniel Ogumodede will be joining us on the program this morning, and yes, all things being equal, trying to establish a connection with him, and yes, once the line is right, he will be speaking with us on the program later this morning. But yesterday, from the Nigeria Premier Football League, I was telling you, Coach Finidi George has been unveiled by the Pride of Rivers after signing a 2-year contract. I remember just 4 games with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Yes, he tendered his resignation and he was thrown into the job market. But yes, in no distant time, the Pride of Rivers handed him a 2-year contract, and yesterday he was definitely shown to the press. And yes, the rest of the world have seen Finidi George after that short stint with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But yes, one manager that he will be joining on the sidelines, they call him Ijabol. Talking about Daniel Ogumodede, and yes, I can tell you, he has now joined us live on the program this morning on Tit Bits on Oliole 98.5 FM. Yes, good morning, Coach, and it's nice for joining us on the program this morning, sir. Yes, first things first, congratulations on the recently concluded MPFL season. What consecutive second place finishes with Remo Stars. Tell us, how did last season unfold?
goal not achieved because finally I have lost to be one step ahead of what we achieved last season. But unfortunately, we're still in the same position. And generally, in terms of the league, there was a lot of improvement. But we can still do better. We can always do better. And in doing better, everybody needs to come together. All hands must be on deck to improve our football, to improve our league.
Yes, definitely. I must definitely agree with that. There's always a room for improvement. But first things first, let us start with you personally. Or people call you Ijabo. What is what's that history behind that name Ijabo that people call you like, or call you, please?
Ijabo is my philosophy, my brand name, and it's coined from a Yoruba name called Ija. Ija means fight. And in order to be a good fighter, you have to be consistent. If you want to be in the game, you have to be consistent. So, if not, no one asks who you fight. No one is going to ask you whether you fight the small guy, whether you fight the big guy. What people will ask is, who won? So, and it's current. I got this over my years of experience with the people, the coaches that I've worked with, group or team to score goals, and and the most important thing is not taking away our culture as a Nigerian, as a black man, using our strength, as an advantage of opponent's weakness. So majorly this is what the Jabo philosophy is about.
Definitely a whole lot to unpack right there. Well, also too, since you've answered a part of this question which I want to ask you, but yet I will still ask you. Yes, you're one of the very young managers in the league, and yes, sometimes you're very animated on the touchline. Let us into your coaching style and philosophy also. Is there a reason why you more or less do some of these things? Because people say Pep Guardiola does these things for the camera, but let us into your coaching style and philosophy. And sometimes, why are you very animated on the touchline?
Well, I wouldn't know how people see the coaching job. I am an artist. It's not like I'm asking a filmmaker why is he animated in front of the camera. It's my job. Most of these things, for sure, they are done unconsciously. Depends on how the game goes. I just need to do my job. I need to do what I have to do. I don't know if the camera exists or not. What is most important to me is the game at that point in time. Football is an emotional game. Imagine if, even when I'm watching in front of TV, I'm just in my room watching. I'm still emotional, not to talk of being there, not to talk of is my team, not to talk of emotions around it, and anxiety to get a maximum 3 points. So, these things are sincerely unconscious for me. It's really unconscious and my nature of person, my drive and passion that brings all this.
Well, definitely, that is definitely understandable. Well, right now, let us talk about at some point when you more or less promoted Remo Stars from the NNL to the MPFL. You more or less took a sabbatical, and yes, you were assistant coach in the Portuguese league, where you were at CD Firenze. What is distinct about football over there in Portugal and right here in Nigeria? What's the difference?
Very big difference. Too many gaps. Too far many gaps. And hopefully I wish we can bridge up this gap. There's one thing in Europe, whether the small or the big, there is no gap in their football because they have same technology, same facility, same everything. The only difference is their population. The other can have a bigger population than the other, but they have, in terms of their technology, in terms of facility, there is no facility you find in UK that you won't find in Portugal. You will find them in Porto, in Braga, in Benfica. There's no facility. There's no facility. There's no equipment you're looking for in UK. You also find in Portugal. The only difference is their population is small. So in Europe, there's no gap. But even within Africa, yes, there's a lot of gap. A very big gap. So, in terms of technology, we are not even started yet. So, in terms of facilities, in terms of the basic facilities we have, in terms of equipment, that's the basic equipment. And for me, there's a very big difference. I must say, a mighty big difference. And that is why, for me, I think in this game, in this country, coaches suffer a lot. You know, coaches suffer hell. If everything goes wrong, at the end is the coach. If it's not working well, at the end the coach. Nobody is asking what the coach is passing through. Nobody cares what the coach is in this our environment. Nobody wants to know. And coaches are not magicians. They are not magicians. Especially for football, the way you lay your bed, so shall you lie on it.
Definitely, deep one. You've definitely dropped right there. Well, coach, I want you to please pause your thoughts right there. I want to go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, I want you to more or less land on that, because there's still one big question which I won't definitely want to follow up with what you just dropped right there. At the return of the commercials, yes, we'll be back to continue the program. Please just stay on the line and we'll be back to continue the program. Thank you for staying on the line, sir.
Evergreen is your memory. Sweet is your remembrance. Prophet Michael Ojo Olowere ẹni àbí lọ́jọ́ kìíní oṣù keje ọdún 1923 tó sì fi dà lélẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀ Kristi lọ́jọ́ karùn-ún oṣù keje ọdún 2023 lẹ́ni ọgọ́rùn-ún ọdún. Today and every day we celebrate a fulfilled life well lived in the divine services of Jehovah God. Ìjọ Christ Apostolic Church lápapọ̀ àgbáyé CAC Òkèmọ́lẹ̀ CAC Òkè Agbára níbi gbogbo pẹ̀lú Michael Olowere College of Theology lápapọ̀ kó lè gbàgbé ọkùnrin takuntakun nínú Kristi Jésù bàbá automatic. Continue to rest in your collar. Ọkọ Rachel Olúwafúnmiláyọ̀ wòlíì Michael Ojo Olowere títí láéláé nìrántí yín. Olùkéde aya àti àwọn ọmọ wòlíì bàbá Michael Ojo Olowere.
Yes, so you're welcome back from that commercial break. Yes, our coach Daniel Ogumodede is still live with us. Yes, coach, you were talking about the more or less the gap in technologies. Talking about what we see, or what you see, or what you saw in Europe, and yes, and what we have right here on the continent. Saying there is a huge difference. So please land on those thoughts you were definitely telling us about.
On a different level compared to the level we are, which is unlike in Europe. In Europe, there is no difference. No difference. The only difference is, like I told you, population in their country. But in terms of the technology, they are on the same. They are on par. They are on the same level. This is a true evidence in the Euro 2024.
Well, definitely a whole wonder. You definitely said, and you said most of the time is the coaches that suffer for this lack of technologies right here in Nigeria.
The coaches, yes, it's the coaches that suffer it. As a coach, do we get the needed information? No. Do we get the right thing to excel? No. Do we have the conducive environment to excel? No. It's a no. It's a no.
Definitely huge one right there, and we hope that there will be changes.
Do they pay attention to coaching education? It's a no. Which is the most important. But everybody waits on margin for outcome of games from the coach. From the coach that nothing was given to, nothing. In terms of impacting, in Nigeria, it's difficult to read opponent games when other people are reading opponent game as if they are watching their own game. There are people extremely difficult to get to read opponent game, because where do you want to see it? How do you want to get it? But like I told you, yes, the truth is things are improving. This year there were a lot of televised matches, so there are some reasonable access to opponent games, which make it more easier. But at the same time, there is a lot of room for improvement. And for me, most importantly, on coaching education.
Definitely, I hope the authorities.
If we are thinking coaching education is not important, then we are a joker. Our football will not improve, because the players will not improve. You can't give what you don't have. The coaches are the ones that will bring up good players. Even if you are talented as a player, if you are not well trained, if you are not given, you can't get. You won't get more, and you won't be sharpened. Knife sharpened knife. Iron sharpened iron. So, if we are not paying attention to coaching education in this country, we are a joker.
Well, strong words there. Coaching education, very, very important right here in Nigeria. Now, let us move towards the last season. At some point, you just as you said, you wanted to get one better than your previous achievements in the league. That is winning the title. But yes, Enugu Rangers, they were more or less slow starters, and yes, they won the league. But in your own estimation, what would you have done differently with the benefit of hindsight that could have given you the upper hand in lifting the title if you were able to reverse time?
if I'm able to reverse the hand of time, the second round I would have maybe win 2 or 3 away matches rather than getting a draw in some away games, in some of the away games that we did. And I'd love to have win more away games. The hand of time can be reversed. But the most important thing is we're happy we give our best. We gave everything that we could. We're personally happy because I didn't fail because I didn't give enough. So I give my best. Congratulations to the winner. I'm proud of what he has achieved as a friend, as a colleague. We live to fight another day. He has won today, I will win mine tomorrow. So, congratulations to the winner.
Yes, so it's safe to say that your or more or less your task for the next season is to win the league.
I don't want to talk about tax for next season. I want to enjoy my holiday now.
All right, definitely.
Then refresh myself, then think of the next step for me.
All right. Well, I want to put you on the spot here as we draw the discussion to an end. Right now, the Super Eagles role is currently vacant in terms of the coaching. Role. At some point, if you feel the carrots are dangled before you in more or less managing the top role of the Super Eagles, is this something that you would consider?
No.
Yes, now.
No. Now, no.
Okay.
Because I am very sure. I don't see where I will be used as stopgap. You saw what happened to Finidi. It's an affront to the dignity of local coaches. It's a total embarrassment and disgrace. So now you want me to face such molestation, such disgrace? No. For me, I think it's not fair the way we treat our local coaches. The way we are being treated, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. So I wouldn't want to talk more than this. I wouldn't want to say more than this for now. But if you ask me for now, which I know they will not even, I think you are just only saying your own, is a no.
Well, it's a no, the voice on the words of Daniel Ogumodede. Thank you for joining us on the program this morning, sir. And yes, we really appreciate you for squeezing out time from your vacation to even speak to us. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, and we wish you all the best in the coming season. And yes, trust us, we will be monitoring you. And yes, we wish you all the best, especially when Remo starts playing on the continent next season. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, so that was Benga Ogumodede joining us on the program this morning on Tit Bits. Well, that discussion has really taken much of our time, but I'm sure you really enjoyed it. Well, I'll be drawing the curtains on the program this morning to make a big return later tomorrow morning. Bolu Ajogumola will be here. And yes, my name is Tobi Ajewele. Do enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you next.